Right, well, Morris wanted to have a look round the garden, and I know Peter from Blackpool did, so there's 10 gardens altogether, so we'll just have a look at the first one today, and then we can look at some others another time. This is the entrance to the secret garden, or gardens, so we'll have a look in here, see what we've got. Now, I think the first thing to look at here is this pargeting board. I did this last year. I'd read about pargeting, it was popular in Tudor times. They used to do these designs, pattern work, on Tudor buildings between the oak beams. So it's made of lime, chalk and horsehair to bind it together. I read about it, so I thought I'd give it a try. So you skim a board and then you draw your design on the board, drill a load of holes through the design so that the picture will bind to the background, and then using anything really, I use a spoon, a knife, a bit of a wire brush to dab onto here to get that effect, and it was enjoyable doing it actually. I've got some more at the front here that I did on this building. So here's some more pargeting work. There's some pattern work there. Just using a edge of a piece of wood for the pattern, and the border was done with a edge of a copper pipe. And then in the front here, a leaping hare racing through a field. So this is the front of our summer house. Took me a couple of years to build actually, just in odd moments. Stonework is from a reclamation yard. It's bits of chimney stacks they'd taken down. The cobble path was good fun to do. I thought all cobbles were the same size, but actually they're not. You get 4.5 inch, 4 inch, 5 inch, 5.5, 6 inch, 6.5. So you have to sort them all out. I got these from a reclamation yard, and it was a bit of a job sorting them all out. I had a great big pile of them. But they're bedded on ashes, which is what they all did. All cobblestone, all cobble streets were laid on ash. There'd been mountains of ash at the power stations and the mills and the factories. So they must have just chucked it all down over the rough stone roads, and then tapped in the cobblestones and then poured tar round each cobblestone. So they're using the byproducts of the coal industry really. The tar was a good idea. I've cemented mine in, but if there's cracks appear in the cement, then you'll get weeds growing. By pouring tar in, when it got a warm day, any cracks that had appeared, the tar would melt and run over the cracks, so it stopped weeds getting in. So yeah, it must have been a massive job doing cobbled roads. There was 2 trailerfuls of cobbles just to do this. It must have been a massive industry. So let's have a look in this summer house anyway. Show you what's going on in here. Right, so here, a nice little gate leg table that I got from eBay, from a chap who was in his 80s. He'd had it, he remembered it in his grandparents' house, and they'd got it from their parents, so it's a very old table, probably 150 years old. A couple of nice ladderback chairs I got off eBay. They're over 100 years old as well. Oh, and the pheasant. The pheasant's wonderful, isn't he? Look at that. Look at the detail on it. It was made of resin. It wasn't expensive, but oh, it's wonderful, I think. It's a perfect replica. And then over here, I've got a mid-18th century door that I got off eBay. So that's a 250-year-old door. Oh, it's wonderful having old things. And inside is my drinks cabinet. There's the Guinness there. So I'm rather pleased with that little cupboard. And on the wall here, we've got a canvas print of a picture that was painted in 1878 by a German artist, Johann Ducker. Peter should recognise this because it's the Baltic Sea. I got it because waves must be incredibly difficult. A breaking wave must be amazingly difficult to paint, and I think he's done a brilliant job there. And the light on the water, it's a wonderful picture. And over here there's another picture that he did. An ancient tree, an ancient oak by the wayside. Another picture I liked. And across on this side, a photograph of the path to Top Withens. Now that I put on the wall because you see the dip in the horizon there. When looking out of the window here, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a dip in the horizon, and that is the same dip. That's where Wuthering Heights is, in that dip on the horizon there. So that picture is what we look out at in the distance from this summer house. It's nicely used. I come in the evening and sit here quietly while Emmerdale and Coronation Street are on and do some reading. I'm reading social history at the moment.